Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are checking out Child's Play 2, and I know that Halloween is over, I know that spooky season is over, but I'm checking this movie out on sheer peer pressure, I guess. I said I wasn't going to watch any of the other Chucky movies. I was planning on not watching any of the other Chucky movies, but I got so many comments in that video to watch this, at least watch the second movie, because a lot of you guys said that the second movie is even better than the first one. So because you guys said that, I was going to watch Videodrome today. That was going to be the movie that I was going to release, but instead I'm going to be watching Child's Play 2 because you guys peer pressured me into watching it. I did really like the first Child's Play movie though, and the actual doll Chucky was so cool. It was like a puppet and animatronic a little bit, and then I didn't know this, you guys so helpfully told me this information, but it was also a person in this Chucky suit running around. So whenever we saw Chucky actually moving, it was a person in a Chucky suit. So that's just really awesome. That's just, I don't know, that's why it looks so good, because it was an actual person, I guess. But even then, the costume for that person was really good. It looked like a doll. So like, I hope that this movie keeps the same aesthetic, keeps the same goofy feel. The first movie wasn't too scary. It was definitely a little scary, but it wasn't very scary. It was very campy. It was very fun. It was very silly, and that's what I really enjoyed about it. But then I also hope that they keep this really great special effects. I hope that they don't make this movie just insanity. It could be insanity, but I hope that they keep some level of the magic that the first movie had. And I know all the Chucky movies are very well received. Well, not very well received, but they're not supposed to be horrible. So I have hope. I have a lot of hope for this movie, especially because you guys said that this one, in your guys' minds, or at least a lot of you in the comments, said that this one was better than the first one. So I'm excited I'm excited to watch this movie with you guys, and yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. Before we get into this reaction though, let me do the lighting. So let me turn on the light and we can decide what color it should be. Boop! Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so the lighting today, I'm just gonna go red. I'm going straight up red, and the reason I'm going red is because Chucky's back. Chucky has like a red-orange hair, so Chucky's back. I'm gonna just red for the hair, but also I think there's gonna be a lot more kills in this movie. Usually in the second movie of a horror franchise, the second movie likes to almost double the amount of death. So I'm expecting more death and more cunning ways that Chucky is going to kill these people. And also, before we get into this reaction, if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon, where I have uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, as well as early access reactions that come out 1 week early. There are also 2 exclusive Patreon movies a month that you guys on Patreon get to choose. Thank you so much if you check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Okay. I don't have anything else I want to say. I just want to dive in on this movie. This movie is very short, an hour and 24 minutes, I believe, so less than an hour and a half. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm just going to have fun, and I've heard that the final act in this movie is amazing, or at least just a lot of fun, and so I'm excited for that. So let's just get into this movie. I hope you enjoy my reaction to Chucky 2. It's not even called Chucky 2, I'm sorry. Child's Play 2. I don't know who John Lafia is, but the score is already smashing good, so I'm excited. Ew. Ew. That's actually so gross. Ew. I never wanted to... I didn't know how much I hated this until... Like, I hated this look of Chucky, this burnt up look of Chucky, until it just appeared right in my face. I wonder if it's the same cast. I don't remember the cast of the original, I just remember their faces, so... I'm excited to see if it's the same cast or a different crew. Ew. The teeth is what makes it creepy. The teeth, like the human teeth. Did Chucky call it Uber? Like, what is this car doing?
Tabloid in the country's running headlines about Andy Barkley and his killer good guy doll. What about his mother and the police that were on the...
Those posters on the wall are actually terrifying.
But the good news, Mr. Sullivan, is that now we've got the doll.
Yeah, but you've revitalized it. Why would you ever want to do that? This does make sense, though, why they are putting Chucky back together. So I like that in the story. I like that it's just not some random dude doing it. Even the robot's like, no, I'm not doing it. He's alive.
Andy, you still dreaming about Chucky?
Ah, they got the same cast, at least the kid.
It's a scary dream.
It was.
Not a dream. Was not a dream.
In there.
Where did the doll go? Did no one see Chucky just bolt off?
Stick it up your ass.
I mean, it'd be hard to fit it up there, but he could try.
Family environment. A fresh start and a chance to forget
Oh,
the
he's gonna
past.
get like adopted because the mom's under like a psychiatric care or something.
Andy's fine now. He just wants to get on with his life.
I actually like the direction of the story right now. It's interesting and it's very realistic to what would actually happen if a doll came alive. What a nice neighborhood for murder. Chucky is going to ravage this place, especially a foster home. There's a lot of people in a foster home. A lot of people mean it's a lot of death. The clock is very loud. That is a little annoying. If I lived there, I'd be like, shut that clock up. His Converse match the stairs and like most of the house.
And who are you gonna give it to?
Why don't you take us upstairs and explore?
Can they not have kids? Is that why they're foster parents? Ooh, that look tells me yes.
Phil will shoot you if he catches you again. Andy, this is Kyle. She's staying with us too.
The rebel foster kid.
I need the money. I'm gonna be on my own next year.
Yes, well, until then, you're with us, okay?
I'm going to like her by the end of the movie. That is my prediction. The clown is a little scary, but besides that, it's a nice room.
Would you like that? There are lots of kids your age in the neighborhood, Andy.
A skateboard,
I'm sure
that's
you're
cool.
gonna make all sorts of new friends.
Oh,
It's only a doll. Andy, are you listening to me?
no, that's the doll of his
I'm so
dreams.
sorry.
That's the doll that actually tried to kill him, but
So many kids here, it's hard to keep track of them.
how would you not? Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, Chucky, you deserve that. Get your face smashed in. This guy is so dead.
Okay, well, wait for me. On my way.
Ah,
Yeah.
sitting up now. If anyone's seen Weeping Angels, that's what Chucky always reminds me of at the start of movies. This movie is sponsored by Pepsi.
Andy no longer lives here. Who is this?
This is his uncle,
Uh-huh.
Charles.
Look how good that looks. It still looks amazing.
That's just as good as cash.
Not here, it ain't. We don't accept credit cards.
I don't carry
Wow.
cash, okay?
How different the world is. No one accepts cash anymore and everyone accepts credit cards and debit cards. This man's interior is about to become as red as the sign outside.
Jesus. God, okay.
That scared me.
Okay.
Does he not realize it's a doll? Has he not looked in the mirror or anything?
Just please leave me alone. Please.
You're dead.
I was wondering where he got the gun. It's a water gun. I love it. Okay. I was wrong about the interior of the car. He's just gonna get suffocated. Okay. That's Tommy though, right? That's not the creepy one. Actually, they're all creepy. What am I saying? Why did the hospital just give out the kid's information so willy-nilly? Like, what the heck? What kind of private information is that? Yeah. I like this shot. Very menacing slow turn. Ah. Cool. Oh no.
Hug this.
It's gonna break. And they're gonna blame it on the kid. What if they blamed it on the kid? Huh. How long do you think it took him to dig that hole?
Dirt, Tommy.
See, Chucky's actually doing good. He's killing the other dolls now. And I like that. I hate
This is exactly
when this
how I want to
happens
spend my day off.
because sometimes
Thanks a lot.
no one actually did it. And so it's like, okay, I guess we're grounded, but no one actually did it.
Hey, want to hear me say your name backwards? Kyle.
That was a funny... No! Don't do that!
Trouble with the boy, and he obviously has not come to terms with this whole doll thing.
Oh my god. You guys are so rude. Ah, you are a stupid Chucky. You are a stupid Chucky. And I mean that in the worst way possible.
I hate you.
Yeah, I do as well.
Tommy, and I'm your friend to the end. Heidi-ho!
I love the pause. I love the pause and then the eye like looking to the side as if he's thinking about what the name was.
Come on, let me off. Andy, I'll get you.
What if they dig it up? What if they dug it up by accident? Is that what he's worried about?
Excuses. Don't forget your doll.
You can forget him. It's fine. Just leave him there to rot. Oh no. He put Chucky in his room, didn't he? Why did he have to put him on the dresser just so the doll's like staring into his soul? That would creep me out. That looks so good though. I will say it every time Chucky's on screen. It looks phenomenal.
Give me the power, I beg.
Yes!
Spend the rest of my life as a plastic freak. Next time you're alone, you're mine.
Don't be alone then, Andy.
It's Chucky, look out!
Shut up, you'll make Phil enjoy it.
Kill him!
Andy, stop.
Yeah, I love that.
Tried to take over my soul!
Andy, calm down.
I love the punch. Kill him! Punches him in the face.
No!
Is he...
Turning human again?
Okay, I was wondering, did he stop turning human and he's basically reversed it, so now he was full doll at the start of this movie and turning human again? Or did he end off where he ended off in the last movie where he was like pretty human? I think he went all the way back to doll and now he's just becoming human again.
You're just like everybody else. You don't believe me.
Yeah, who else would have done it? How do you think this kid would have been able to do that?
Where is it? Where is it?
Why are you trying to find his drawings?
Your own way. Sooner or later,
This kid can go
Get lost, my...
get Chuckied.
especially new students whose utmost concern should be getting on my good side.
This teacher is a bully. This teacher is literally Chucky as a human being. Does she really think that he would do that?
Head down.
I want this teacher to... I think this teacher's about to die. And I kind of appreciate that. She's actually a horrible teacher.
Peekaboo!
I love how Chucky is just talking to Andy like all the time. It's just really fun and I love the banter that he has. Andy's not even bantering back. I love just the dialogue that Chucky has.
Andy, I told you to stay in your seat. Come out of there.
How do you think he got in? You locked the door, you idiot teacher. He's locked inside. Are you stupid? Are you actually dumb?
Andy.
These stupid fake jump scares. Not getting me. What if she gets coat racked to death? Oh! She got air pumped. Dude. Inflate her like a balloon. It's a ruler. What's that gonna do? It's a ruler. She's just getting whacked by a meter stick. Well, is she dumb? She could get up. She died by getting whacked by a meter stick from a doll. What a dumb teacher.
I want you to look down there and tell me what you see.
Oh my god. He's good. He's good. Two rejects sitting on a bed.
Wherever I go, Chucky will find me.
It's true. It's true. Chucky will track you down. Also, I am sorry if there's any background noise. My roommates are having a very loud conversation at the moment for some reason. No knives! Oh, what's that thing? Is that like a big meat cutter? Oh, a meat slicer? Oh, I thought that was Chucky. Subversion of expectations. That was good. The camera work in this movie has been pretty good so far. That's creepy. Whatever that is. Is that a statue? Why don't you just leave? Why don't you just leave? Just go back to bed. Have a nice sleep. Have a nice life. I don't know. What if he gets shoved in there? I didn't like that. That actually made my heart jump a little bit. I hated that. Oh! The biting's back. This guy has a bite kink or something.
There's something downstairs.
It's one of the children.
That's what I'm afraid of.
He's gonna break my second statue.
In fact, we're gonna be fucking inseparable.
Whenever Chucky swears, I really enjoy it. I don't know why. It's just so fun. Oh yeah, get a haircut, idiot. Oh no. I thought Chucky was gonna stay still, but no, the dad. No, the dad.
How's it hanging, Phil?
Ah, cheese. The cheese. Oh. He broke his neck? Fell like 1 inch. He fell 1 inch.
Oh God! Oh! Get away from me!
You think this kid did this? He's standing there. You heard the crash. There's no way the kid teleported. Is every adult in this movie actually insane? Why are you blaming this kid? There's no way it's possible for him that he could have done that. You think one, he could have overpowered him. Maybe if he snuck up on him. But if he snuck up on him, you heard Phil fall off the stairs. You heard him and you came in a second later. You think the kid ran down the stairs and you didn't hear that. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Did anyone besides the boy witness the accident?
The doll.
No.
The doll did the killing thing. Burn him. Please burn him. I don't want Kyle to die. I don't think Kyle's gonna die. At least not until the very end of the movie, but I don't think she's gonna die. I hope Chucky's gone. I hope that you're scared right now. I hate that no one's believing him, but I understand why. Boom shakalaka, let's go! Chucky's on the loose.
Joanne!
Okay, Joanne does not deserve to die. I like Joanne. She's very nice. Except for the idiotic statement that the kid pushed the dad. Like, hello? No? A piece of yarn? I wonder what the yarn was for. Maybe they were playing catch and it rolled down the stairs. Oh my god, she was sewing. Oh no. I knew that machine. I knew that machine was gonna come back to bite her. Get strangled. I love how his tactic is just to sneak up on someone and jump on their back. Just leave the house. He's so small. There's no way he can run faster than you. Ah! How did you not see him?
Here. What are you looking at?
Why doesn't she sacrifice herself and just stop the car? Give the kid some time.
Chucky. That's incredible.
I'll say.
Oh no, he's bleeding. The more I watch this movie and the more I watch the other one as well, the more I like Chucky as an antagonist. There's something like charming about him. And maybe it's just like the animatronics and the puppeteering and stuff, as well as the person in the suit. But it's also just like the way he speaks and stuff. It's just so much fun. He's just such a fun antagonist.
Before I kick your fucking teeth in.
Oh my god, wear your seatbelt next time. Yes! That was such a mistake though, you missed him, now he's coming in through the window. You wanna back up? Your car is not broken. You wanna reverse it? Why would you get out of the car? Just drive. literally drive somewhere. You're making such a bad decision. This is the one thing that is irking me with this movie, is that the characters are not making the greatest decisions. I like that. His arm is also very long. It looks like his arm should not reach that far back.
Get into my office.
She's dead. I think she's dead next. Her death was photocopied. I like it.
Okay, sport. Inside. Hurry.
Pretend you're a newspaper. People are also dying very quickly. Like, that was like 2 stabs. And then she fell over. The teacher died by a meter stick. Like, how weak are people in this universe? Where'd it go? Ah! Yes. I love him. I love him. Oh my god, are they at the toy factory? Aha, yes they are. They're at the toy factory. Time to play. The security in this place is not great. I think this is the final act fight, and I'm excited. I've heard it's good.
Wake, you'll be in heaven.
Take the knife and stab him. Punch him in the face. He's getting pretty far into it. Kyle, you gonna do something? What happened? Sir, what happened? Is he fully doll now? He can't escape the doll flesh?
I'm in his body! I'm fucking trapped in here!
There's worse things to be trapped in. What the hell? I love it, I love it, I love it.
Stay right behind me.
Why would you go first? Make the kid go first. You're trying to save yourself. You're selfish.
Andy, step on it. Reach. Give me your hand.
Watch out. It's gonna get sliced, I feel like. Ah! I hate stupid jump scares are stupid. The music is also really good. Kick him in the face. That would hurt. Oh no, his hand. Oh no, his hand. Oh. Ow. 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 He ripped his hand off. I love that there's actually like blood and organs and not organs, but like blood vessels, and it looks like maybe bone or muscles at least. Because he's a human basically now. I love it. That's really cool. Oh my god, he's gonna become like Candyman. Stick a knife into his arm. Ah. That looks cool though. That looks cool. Is he like that all the movies now? Are they gonna burn him with chemicals or something? Is this guy gonna die? I feel like every random character in this movie is going to die. Oh my god, what if his eyes get replaced? His eyes get, you know? Like, there's no way they don't do that. They don't take the... There's no way the filmmakers don't take the opportunity to do that. Yeah! Ew! 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 I predicted it, but I wished it didn't happen. I love how much more Chucky we're getting in this movie. This feels like Chucky's movie. That's gross. Nice. No, what if he's gonna be still alive though, right? Like it's some random amalgamation of things. I'm not excited to see what's about to happen. There's no way he's dead yet. The last movie taught me that Chucky never dies. Did he escape? What happened?
Let's see, are you okay?
What if he's half a body? He'll be half a body because that was the bottom half of his body. The top half of him escaped. Ew.
Got you now, Andy.
Yeah. Oh, and the acid. It's gonna burn him. That's so dangerous that you just have a valve like that. Kyle, you're gonna get up? I hope he's still not alive. He could be. How the heck does he come back for a third movie and a fourth movie and a fifth movie and a sixth movie? How the heck does he come back from this? He's covered in acid vomit. Ah, there we go, see? 3 deaths. In the first movie, he had 3 deaths. This movie, he'll have 3 deaths. Oh my god, he's inflating! He is definitely dead. His head exploded. Brains everywhere. Acid everywhere. I mean, he's been walking around before without a head. So I don't necessarily know if this equals dead. This feels like the resolution though. You know, you escape the final act area, resolution happens. So this could be the resolution.
I have no idea.
Oh, okay, that's it. The doll waves goodbye to us. And that was my reaction to Child's Play 2, the 1990 horror slasher film starring Brad Dourif, Alex Vincent, Christine Elise, Jenny Agutter, and Gerrit. I really enjoyed that movie. That movie definitely exceeded my expectations in terms of a horror movie sequel. I've seen some very good horror movie sequels. I'm thinking like Halloween 2, for example. That's a very good whole Halloween or scary movie sequel, but there are also some bad ones. There are a lot of bad ones, and usually when it comes to horror movies, the sequels always suck. But this one, I thought there were flaws with this one. I definitely thought there were flaws with this one, and in terms of movie, the first one is a better movie. But in terms of fun, this one was a lot of fun. And that's not to say the first one was not fun. The first one was a lot of fun, but you have a lot of Chucky in this movie. Chucky is there from the get-go. He is alive from the get-go. He is talking from the get-go. And that's kind of what makes these movies a lot of fun, is just Chucky, you know? So I really, really enjoyed it. Getting into the reviews of this movie really quickly before we jump into the actual movie itself. 5.9 out of 10 on IMDb, so 59%, and 40% on Rotten Tomatoes. So it seems like everyone just is very average with this movie. Critics a little bit under average score, and then IMDb a little bit over, audience liking it a little bit more than critics. I can see critics not liking this. It's just, as a movie, there are a lot of flaws with it, but I can see a lot of people enjoying this movie as well, and I can understand why people maybe enjoyed this movie more than the first one, which is what we are going to get into right now, and that is why people maybe would enjoy this movie more than the first one. Usually I start with music. I'll do music next, but first I'd like to talk about Chucky really quickly. Chucky is such a fun antagonist, and that is what made this movie. Chucky made this movie. The first movie felt like Anthony's movie. The first movie felt like, or not Anthony, I called him Anthony, sorry. I called him Anthony in the movie as well for some reason. I'm sorry about that. The first movie was Andy's movie. Andy kind of was the main character. The story focused around him and his dealings with Chucky and stuff. And while he was one of the main characters in this one, I thought that the main character in this movie was Chucky. This was Chucky's movie, and that is why this movie was so much fun, because Chucky was the main character, and Chucky grew on me as an antagonist. I loved Chucky in the first movie. He was such a cool antagonist. He was so much fun, but in this movie, he became so much better to me for some reason, because we didn't get any like backstory for him or anything like that. He was just out there to kill people and have a laugh by saying these very goofy, cheesy kill lines. And just his dialogue, the dialogue for him, the way that he just swears at people, just the emotions he has on his face, it makes Chucky work so well. And there's a charm about him. I said this in my reaction, but there's a charm about him, this old movie charm where you can tell he's like a puppet but an animatronic, but at the same time he looks just so good, and there's like this old movie charm about him, like this 80s movie charm, 90s movies charm about this antagonist. But then he's also, on top of like the look of the character, he also has an amazing voice actor by Brad Dourif. Like, what an amazing voice that Chucky has, like, to bring this character to life, and just the way that he always says everything, the way that he emotes and stuff, it just makes the movie so much more fun because it's such a great antagonist. Getting into the music of the movie now, the music was really good. I enjoyed the music a lot. The first movie, I didn't notice the music too much, but I knew the music was good. In this movie, I noticed the music a little bit more. I don't know why I did. I just did, especially in the final action sequence. I noticed the music a lot. It was really, really good at just upping up the tension and upping up the action. There were a lot of times where the music wasn't really there, but not as many times as I think in the first movie. The tension was built a lot with the music. The one thing I did not like about the soundtrack were the amount of fake jump scares, especially in the first half of the movie. Like, for example, the teacher, that stupid idiot teacher who just sucks at being a teacher and does not like kids, obviously, and I don't know why she's a teacher, but anyway, she goes into the closet, and in the closet there's like 5 fake jump scares, and every single time the music like ramps up, and then it gets really loud, and then it fades away, and then it ramps up and gets really loud and fades away. And it was just bugging me a little bit, because as personally, I don't like fake jump scares, not because they aren't effective. I think if you do a fake jump scare right, they are effective, but I thought that this movie overused this fake jump scare. Like, the jump scares were never scary by the time the movie actually wanted the jump scare to happen, for the most part, because they used it so much. It was like, jump scare, oh, jump scare, no, oh, jump scare, no. And by the time Chucky did jump at the lady and kill the lady with a meter stick, which was kind of insane, how did she die by a meter stick, but we'll talk about that in a second. When he finally did jump out, it wasn't very scary, because there had been so many fake scares by then that you see the thing happen and you're like, oh, okay, I guess it finally happened. So I thought that they overused the jump scares, the fake jump scares, but besides that, I thought the music was good. And just getting into the kills now of the movie, this movie I think is rated R, if I'm not mistaken. I forget for sure, but I think that this movie is rated R. However, I wouldn't be surprised if this movie is PG-13. I think it's rated R more so because Chucky swears a lot. There's a lot of swearing in this movie, and usually you can only drop one F-bomb in a PG-13 movie or a 14A movie, and if you drop more than that, it goes up to a 18+ movie for some reason. So I think this movie was 18+, but the kills in this movie did not feel as impactful as I thought they were going to for some reason. There were more kills in this movie than the first one. I feel like there were almost double, if not double, the kills. In the first movie, there's not that many deaths. There's like 2 deaths in the movie max. There's like the aunt, and then there's the guy in the house, and I can't think of anyone else. So there, and the doctor. That's 3 people that die in the first movie, I think, and maybe there's someone else, but I don't really remember. But in this movie, there's like 7 people who die or something, 6 or 7 people who die. So there's definitely double what I said at the start. Second movies in a horror franchise like to double the kill count. That did happen, but the kills sometimes felt a little bit lackluster. Some of them were good. I liked the sewing one, the one where she's tied up and the sewing machine's just going, and that's the only sound that's playing in the scene. That was a really good kill. I like the eyeball kill. That one was really fun. I expected that one. A lot of the kills you could kind of see coming. Some of them you couldn't, but the eyeball one you could see coming. But also it was just like you could not pass up on the opportunity to do that. There was no way the filmmakers were going to say, okay, he's on this thing where the eyeballs come down, and he's not going to get his eyes taken out. You know, there was no way they were going to pass up on that opportunity. But I really liked that one. But some of them, like the meter stick, for example, made absolutely no sense. How did the teacher die by getting whacked by a meter stick a bunch of times? Like, I get that would kill you eventually, but it's a meter stick and it's a doll with a meter stick. Just to get up and whack the doll or kick the doll into Jupiter or something like that, or onto the moon. The doll does not weigh as much as a human, and it's whacking you with a stick. Just get up, just grab the stick. Why are you laying there and letting him beat you with a stick, you know? But also the teacher deserved it. She was such a bad teacher, so I was like, whatever. I accept her fate because I don't want her to live, because I did not like her as a character. Also, the dad's death. The dad's death was really good. What was his name? Phil. That was a good death. I enjoyed that death. I enjoyed the kill line. How was it hanging Phil? And then boom, broken neck, even though he fell an inch and broke his neck. But I guess that's possible. What I didn't like about that death was that Andy was blamed, and that didn't make sense to me. And this is kind of going to go into kind of the thing that I didn't like the most about this movie, were the kind of character I don't know, ideas and character things that the characters did were just not very smart. Like the mom, Joanne, and Kyle come into the room after just hearing the dad fall to the ground. Like literally the dad had died, and then a second later, not even a second later, the door opens and Kyle and Joanne come into the room. How do you think Andy could have pushed him down the stairs, run down the stairs without you hearing him, and then sat there looking all innocent or scared or whatever before you open the door? There's just no possible way. And a lot of characters in this movie just didn't use their brains in a lot of scenes. I liked Kyle. I loved Kyle. I loved her as a character. But there were some moments where I was like, Kyle, come on. Like, come on, Kyle. Why are you doing this? Like, when she went first up with the thing, like, no, this thing is trying to kill Andy. I mean, obviously it'll kill you as well, but Andy is his little kid. You should be going second. You should be trying to protect this kid instead of you just going first and leaving Andy down there with the doll. You know the doll is down there, so why are you going first? And then another time she crashes her car into the fence, and instead of backing up, she just stays there, and then she gets out of the car and gets attacked by Chucky again. Like, why are you doing this? The car is not broken. The car is literally used 10 minutes later, and of course it takes a little bit to start, but it's not broken, and it's obviously not going to be broken. It just ran into a fence. So it didn't really make sense to me. This is my little rant about the character kind of stuff that the characters did, and it kind of bugged me a little bit about how some of the decisions were so poor. But besides that, I thought that besides that real point really, and the kills, some of the kills feeling a little lackluster, I really did enjoy this movie. This movie was a lot of fun, and it was a lot more fun in my opinion than the first movie. The first movie is a better horror movie, but if I had to choose between if I had to choose between watching the first and second, I would choose the first. But if I just wanted to watch a really fun movie and not really think about it, I would watch this one, because it was like, it's just Chucky, you know? It's just Chucky going around and killing people, and that's what makes these movies great. Finally, getting into Chucky's death, I don't really know how Chucky is going to come back for a third movie. Like, is like the same thing that happened at the start of this movie just going to happen again? I'm not really sure. I don't know if I'm definitely not going to watch the rest of the movies on my channel unless there's like a huge demand for it, but I don't think there will be. I'll watch them on my own time. I am interested in this series. I really like Chucky as a villain, but I just don't think I'm going to watch the rest on my channel. But I am confused about how he's going to come back. Like, I don't understand. But his death was really cool. How he goes into the thing, and then it's half his body, and he's crawling on this thing, and then acid vomit goes on his head, and then he blows up with air. Like, he has to die 3 times. That's the thing, I guess. In the first movie, he has 3 deaths. He has 2 fake deaths and a real death. I guess it's not even a real death because he comes back from this movie. But in this movie, he has 2 fake deaths and a real death, which I guess, again, is not a real death because he'll come back again in the third movie. But it was fun all the same. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the final act. It was really fun. It was a very cool place to have the final act, a very smart place to have the final act. I wish they utilized the dolls a little bit more. There was a lot of potential in that final act, and I don't think they utilized it to its fullest. I wish they had used the surrounding area a little bit more. I wish Chucky had pretended to be different dolls a little bit more. I don't know, that could have made things really interesting. But I think that they did a really good job with it as it is. Getting into the cast now, I'm just going to talk about kind of the main cast, I guess, which is Gerrit, Jenny, Christine, Alex, and Brad as Chucky. So Gerrit first as Phil. I really liked him. Well, actually, I can't say that. I didn't like him too much, to be honest. He was a little bit of a hard case, but I understand that. Like, he there's no way he would believe Chucky's a thing, and I understand why people wouldn't believe it, but it was just kind of, he was very hard on Andy, which I didn't appreciate, and he was kind of stubborn in his way of thinking. Like, he wouldn't try and just think outside of the box and be like, oh, maybe Andy is struggling, you know? And as much as Joanne said he's probably struggling, this is hard for him, Phil would always kind of turn back on that and just kind of resort to his own intuition and stuff. So I don't know. His death was cool though. His death was really fun, and I'm glad that he got to figure out that Chucky was real right before he died. It was just very satisfying. But I thought Gary did a really good job. Jenny Agutter, I guess, as Joanne. I really liked her character. I wish she didn't die. She didn't deserve to die, but at the same time, I was like, I feel like Kyle will be the only person. I was like, I'm pretty sure Kyle will be alive by the end of the movie, but the 2 parents, Joanne and Phil, I was like, I don't know. They could die. They probably will die. And Joanne's death was definitely my favorite, besides Chucky's death. Actually, no, the eyeball one was really good. Okay, maybe Joanne's death was my second favorite. I really enjoyed her character. She was really nice. She was very sweet to Andy. She was giving him chances. She was giving Kyle chances. And she put up with Phil. So I mean, what else can you say? She did a really good job. Kyle, Christine, Elise, I think, as Kyle. She was awesome in this movie. I've never seen this actress before, but she was really good. Her chemistry with Andy was great, especially because they shared a lot of scenes together. And her chemistry with Brad Dourif, and I know it's hard to say because it's just a doll, really. She's just interacting with a puppet and a doll, but her chemistry with that doll was really fun, and I really enjoyed the interactions that both of those characters had together. I thought that she was really fun, she was really nice, she was really sweet, and there was some backstory with the character. Not a lot, but there was some which really fleshed out her character or made her more likable, and I just thought she did a really good job as well. Alex Vincent as Andy, great. I'm sorry I called him Anthony in the movie. For some reason I thought his name was Anthony, even though I knew his name was Andy, but then for some reason my brain was like, no, you know what, Andy is short for Anthony, so I just called him Anthony. But yeah, I really like him. He's a really good actor. He's a really good child actor. Like the fear he can show, the emotions he can show. He's just also just really cute as a kid. I don't know. He just did a really good job. I really like his interactions with Chucky. I really like the relationship he has with this character. And yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about Alex. He was just really good. And finally, Brad Dourif. No live action appearance this time. I know he had a live action appearance at the start of the first movie. He was playing the guy who eventually becomes Chucky. But Chucky in this movie, he's just voicing him, but what an amazing job. I don't think I can ever hear another voice playing Chucky. I don't think anyone ever does. I think he's always Chucky throughout the whole movies. I hope he is, in case I'm wrong. I hope he is, because he is Chucky. He makes Chucky good. Like, the animatronics are great, obviously. The puppeteering is great. The person in the suit is doing a really good job. But what makes Chucky so good and such a powerful antagonist, at least in terms of cinema, is Brad Dourif's voice, and the voice that creates this emotion around him, and just the way that he speaks, the way that he uses these words, and the way that he swears at everyone just makes Chucky so much more better. My grammar is slipping now, but yeah, you understand what I'm saying. He did a really good job as Chucky, and when I do watch the other ones, maybe not on this channel, probably not on this channel, he will be the person I'm looking forward to seeing the most, or hearing, I guess, the most. And that is it for my reaction to Child's Play 2. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be watching Child's Play 3 for, I don't know if there's a lot of them. Unless there is a lot of incentive for me to watch them, I don't think I will. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next movie reaction.